Machinery Pete digging into his reams of data this Monday morning for a peek at sales trends of newer used equipment. Here's Greg.
Well, I began to see the number of machinery auctions really skyrocket back in mid-2015. I'm talking about a 50% jump in the number of sales. Now this makes sense because back from 2007 to 13, when times were good, there just weren't as many auctions. I mean, why would you retire when you're making good money? But now one of the interesting trends within this trend of more auctions is the huge spike in the amount of 1 to 3 year old equipment we're seeing on these machinery auctions. Now here's a fascinating chart from our MachineryPete.com auction price data showing the number of 1 to 3 year old equipment items sold at auction the first 9 months of the calendar year going back over the last decade. Now look back in 2008 versus today. 382% increase today in the number of 1 to 3 year old items sold at auction. And you can see back in 2015 that was the big jump, over twice the level of 1 to 3 year old items sold at auction in 14. But now if you look more recently here in 2018, you'll notice a pretty big drop in the number of 1 to 3 year old items sold at auction. We're talking 38.5% decrease versus last year. Now I think this is why we see things like this 2017 John Deere S680 four-wheel drive combine with 4 separator hours on it that sold for $360,000 with no heads back on a West Central Michigan auction August 15th of 2018. Now, if you have more people looking to update their equipment line and they're not buying new but they're looking used and there's less 1 to 3 year old equipment available, strong prices.